Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Axiom Games LLC proudly brings to you its Upper Hand Development Diary number 5. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the basement again. We've got some announcements for you on our progress. It's really exciting stuff that we're going to talk about today. We're not going to talk as much system because I've got a lot of stuff to talk about on the other hand. But I do also want to announce that probably today, going up on the channel, we played a full match on camera. I do want to say the quality is a little wonky on there, just because it's because I recorded it on my phone, obviously, but for some reason the middle part of it, it's in 3 chunks. It's about a 6-minute chunk, then there's a 9-10-minute chunk, and then there's an 11-12-minute chunk. The 9-10-minute chunk is kind of weirdly recorded. I didn't realize that the camera had kind of shifted into a different mode, so it's kind of almost upside down. You can still see everything that's happening and hear everything that's happening, so I kind of left it because I wanted to show you guys a full match. But yeah, we got to do a full match on camera. It was a crazy long match too, which isn't the average for this game. It's much faster. But yeah, it was a crazy cool match. It was a lot of fun with a completely new player and another guy who had played it quite a bit. So please check that out on the channel. It was a lot of fun, and you guys can really see that. That's kind of more of the system that you're going to get to see. You can really see how this game is played. You can really feel it. My next announcement is the cards. Now, these are not the finals, unfortunately. We thought they were the finals. Little snafu. So they're not the exact finals, but I decided to show them to you anyway because I've been give you an idea of what they're going to be. But we got these in. So here you go. We're going to look at one here. So this is a power card right here. And you can see the strike, breaker, suplex, submission. My camera isn't really great at details, but we changed the font up here. Then we made the back black with the upper hand. Now, the final copy, you'll actually get like a black bordering on the white side, and then you get a white bordering on the black side, which really makes it look snappy and nice. So I kind of want to show you guys those. I mean, we got these in, and like I said, they're not exactly what we want them to be, but I just wanted to show you guys our progress, and I think these are looking really good. Really good. They're a lot of fun to play with, and a lot of very exciting to play with, which we'll talk about a little bit in the system. The other thing that I'm announcing, and this is really cool, towards the end of July, so you're going to have to wait a little bit, about 6 weeks out, what we're going to do is we're going to do a show for this channel here. We'll also probably broadcast on Old Man Gaming, and, you know, you'll be able to follow it on Facebook as well. We're going to do like a tabletop live show with this game, so you guys get to really see all the ins and outs. I've got 5 players plus me, so 5 or 6 players. We're not quite sure. One person's undecided. But yeah, and we're going to be playing this on camera using webcams, and then I'm going to be calling the matches. So it'll almost feel like a real wrestling show without actually watching wrestlers, which is going to be a lot of fun. And everybody's going to do their own promos on their phones with either recording them or filming themselves, and I'm going to edit all into the shows, and we're going to try and release it semi-weekly. So I hope you guys are excited about that as I am, because I love wrestling. I love doing wrestling games, and this sounds really fun. So towards the end of July, we're going to be doing that just to try and put some more eyes on this game, try and get people excited about this game to purchase a copy, and to get really into it. So please tell your friends. Please tell everybody that would be interested in this to purchase it, because we really want to make this work. We've got a lot of future games planned. That would be a lot of fun, but we can't make those happen unless we make some money on this one. That sounded like begging. I mean, if you don't want to play it, don't buy it, but you see what I'm saying. Okay, so those are our big announcements. Please check out that other video. It's 20 minutes. It's a long one because that match goes really long. But it'll show you basically start to finish a match and what you'll be playing in person, kind of how you're doing it. And what you do is you play with the cards. So everybody gets a deck, okay, of 11 cards. The deck includes 3 power cards, 3 tech cards, and 3 speed cards. Then it also includes 2 reversal cards. And then basically, there's no shuffling in this. There's no weird random draws because this game is about strategy / guessing what your opponent's going to do. Kind of like trying to master your opponent, playing that mental chess with them. So what you'll do is you'll play 5 cards left to right, and you play any cards you want, but you play them face down so your opponent can't see them. And then it works on a very basic rock, paper, scissors scale. So power beats speed, speed beats tech, and tech beats power. And then each one of these has the 4 different move types on them: strike, breaker, strike, breaker, suplex, submission. And then each one of these cards will have kind of like a different effect in each one of those like 4 spots. Then you kind of, if your card beats the other person's card, your move hits and you deal damage as well as the effects on the card. If your opponent beats you, they deal damage to you. And then, of course, if you tie, you get to do a break spot, which is a quick roll off with the D10. So it's very interesting, very fast-paced, quick game. If you play a reversal, the reversal actually forces the opponent to do the damage and the effects of their card to themselves, which is a lot of fun. But what's tricky about this is if you both play reversals in the same spot, you both lose them as part of exhaustion. Exhaustion is a fun part of this game because as you play, you lose cards, kind of signifying your character's getting more and more tired out. But so you have to play also this kind of strategy of what are you risking? Because any card you play in that 5 could be discarded. What happens is at the end of the 5-card round, when you've all flipped, you basically see who won the most cards. That person will start with the upper hand on the next turn. And then you kind of shuffle your cards together and your opponent gets to pick one and you get to pick one of theirs, and those cards are removed from the match. You don't get them back. They're gone. So like if you play all your big moves, like if you're a power wrestler and you play all your power moves, you're going to lose your power moves, which means you might not be able to hit those power moves later. So you have to kind of have to play this weird and kind of know where you got to take your shots at. And it makes it a very interesting and strategic gameplay on that level. I'm getting a little long-winded here. You're going to see all this in the video, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to do. There's 2 ways to win. Basically, obviously, the pin and the submission. The pins, you actually have 3 different damage levels: power, tech, and speed KOs. As you take damage there, it affects your ability to actually kick out of things. And this is one thing that a lot of people have liked, is there's actually a 3 count in the game, which again you'll see in the play video. But so if your power is at a 5, your power KO is at a 5, your tech KO is at a 4, and your speed KO is at a 2. When somebody successfully pins you, you roll a D10. If you get over the number, you kick out, but if you don't, you get a 1 count. If you get a 3 count, you get pinned. You see where I'm going with this? So that's a lot of fun. And then on the other side, you have this trauma damage, which is actual damage your wrestler is taking, which could equal injury. And this is another interesting part about it, is when you put in a submission, it affects your trauma damage. Now, trauma, you have to decide when is enough. You have to decide when the risk is too high, and you have to tap out, because if you fail an injury check, your wrestler actually get injured and actually has to take time off. You actually lose your wrestler for a while. Not only that, they take permanent damage, which automatically affects their trauma. And if you take too much of this stuff, you'll actually have to retire your wrestler. So that's actually signaled. That's actually simulated in this game. That's why you have to like really be like, ooh, that's too much. I gotta tap out. So it's a very interesting battle of wills in your own head. So you actually really have to decide when you submit, which is kind of like real life, and you actually have a 3 count in this game, which I think is a lot of fun. And we're reaching the 10-minute mark, so I'm going to sign off. We'll talk more probably about the system next week when we come back in. That's kind of like a nice overview, and you're going to get to see the video that I'm going to post probably today as well, which is just us straight up playing through a match. Well, not me, 2 other players. I'm just calling it. And you kind of get to see a little bit of a preview of what you can expect from possibly playing this game and getting excited about it. So hope you guys are getting as excited as I am. Myself, my partner Mark, we're working on the final touches. We're doing the editing now, so we'll be able to get a release date probably soon, I think. So it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So yeah, that's it, guys. Obviously, stick to the channel. We'll be back next Monday. Take a look at the video, the live play video, which will also go up today. And yeah, man, it's exciting times. Stick to this channel as well for the future Upper Hand Wrestling League, which I cannot wait to get started on and do. So yeah, and special thanks to Phil Blazik and Jay, who I cannot remember his last name. So sorry, Jay. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible friend. But both of them were the playtesters here. They both say their names in this, and special thanks to both of them for helping out and allowing me to film them for this. They're also both going to be in the league, so I'm very excited about it. So we'll see you guys next week, and yeah,